Hi there, what's up? Alright, and today we're going to talk about why it's important that you should aim top colleges when you prepare for your MBA. Okay, I'll give a little background before we start ahead. What happens is basically whenever I speak to a lot of students, the first of all, students wants to get into a college which is easy to crack. Okay, easy to crack means something which has a lesser percentile, something like that. So people prefer most of the time colleges like Pumba, then Wellinger, so on and so forth, right? But the first thing is that when you tell them, okay, why don't you want to prepare for something like IIM Ahmedabad, Bangalore, Calcutta, SPJ, and IFT, FMS, because of the higher cutoff, and because it's a little tough to get in these colleges. You will not be getting as easily the way you'll be getting into these colleges. I'm doing a relative comparison out here. It's not a prima facie that I'm talking about. So anyway, so when you look at the relative comparison, it's basically really tough to get into the top 10, 15 or 20 B schools in India. And that is the reason most of the guys, when they start their MBA preparation, they always feel, they always have a backup plan in their mind. They say that, okay, you know what, if I don't make it to top 15 colleges now, that's fine. I'll try my level best, but even if I don't make it to these colleges, say I can try something like, Narsi Munji, or I can get into something like Wellinger, or maybe say Pumba, or say Dalmia, SIS, so on and so forth, right? So there's always a backup plan that happens in the mind. Fair enough. Now, what's the ground, or what's the the underlying assumption that people try and aim for these colleges? There's only one thing, that's called as packages. Yep. So as a student, what you guys do is basically look at two figures: the top package and the average. Rather, I would say you should look at the median figure, not the average one. And there are a lot of colleges, they have pretty good packages. Like, as far as KG Soma is concerned, this year it's 30 lakhs. Wellinger is concerned around about 15 to 16 lakhs. Pumba is concerned around about 8 to 9 lakhs. Dalmia should be in the same range. SIS College, New Mumbai, it's 12 lakhs. So every year there is a company called as Asian Paints. It's a regular recruiter, by the way. So they come and they offer around about 12 lakhs. So what people look at is basically the top package. Okay. And then the question comes in that, what the thing is that, why should I prepare so badly and so, hard for the top colleges, why, like, can this not be done? That, say I get into college like SIS, okay, and I study very hard over there, and I try to get the package of 12 lakhs, right? This can compensate getting into a college called as, say, maybe JB, or say any of the IIM, like the baby IIMs, by the way, not talking about the black BLSEK. So again, this is the comparison that people do. Okay, fine, I'll get into the JB. I can bang around about 12 or 13, but for that I need to be having 99.89. With a less percentile, I can get into SIS and I can bang around about 12 lakhs. I can get into KG Somaya and I can get around about 30 lakhs. I can get into Wellinger, I can get around about 16 lakhs. And that's what the comparison is. This is basically an approach you have when you are not really confident about your career, when you are not confident about your ability and in your capacity to crack this exam. And that's the reason all these khurapat starts coming into your mind कि चलो ठीक है, ये भी स्कूल नहीं तो ये तो मिल ही जाएगा यार, इतना तो पैसा मिल ही जाएगा. So basically you look at the average package of 8 lakh, 9 lakh, 10 lakhs and all that, this thing. Now this is temporary. This is not permanent. But today what I'm going to tell you is something that you must be very, very much concerned about. I can bet anything, nobody's going to tell you this information, but I really want to make you guys aware about this. Now what happens is basically, let's take an example of a guy who's getting into Pumba. Okay, so this is guy who got into Pumba. Okay, and there is this guy who got into, say, any of the good IIM, say whatever, like say IIM Shillong. Okay, fine. Now, so the Pumba guy gets a package of 10 lakhs, which is the top package, which only one guy from Pumba will be getting. So this is A, this is B, and B gets a normal package on Shillong, which is say 9 to 10 lakhs. Okay. Now if you look at these two people, okay, when you look at these two people, sounds really good that okay, Pumba, like with a less percentile and with a less hard work, you made it like 10 lakhs, which is good. Then the thing comes called as base. So what people do simple calculation. So 10 lakhs plus 10% next year. Alright. So that's how it'll grow. Next year 10%. You switch 30%. So yeah, okay. In next 3 to 4 years, you'll be around about 15 to 16 lakhs, which is fine. That's what people start doing the calculation. So they look at a future with money. So the main motivation is a monetary motivation. Now let's look at this example very carefully. Listen to me very carefully for next 2 to 3 minutes. So Pumba guy made 10 lakhs. I am Shillong guy made 9 to 10 lakhs. As far as the packages are concerned, both of them are at the same level. Say this guy got into say Accenture. This guy got into say ICICI or whatever company. They worked with the organization for like say 2 years. So this guy made it like, from 10, he moved to 12. Same guy from 10 moved to 12, having 2 years ka increment and all that. This looks good. This is fantastic. The life is pretty good. You spent less, you earned more. Awesome. The actual fuck up starts from now. Now, when both of these people, A and B, for a better future and for a better role, when they want to switch into the open market. Now, when I say open market, what I mean is basically a job market. So when these guys circulate their resumes in the job market, right? What happens then? So if there is a company, okay, for a company, the package is not a problem. Okay, for a company, the package is not a problem. For a company, what matters is your skill set. Okay, and the most important thing is brand. Okay, and that's where the brand comes into picture. So I have Mr. A and I have Mr. B. Mr. A is from Pumba, Mr. B from I am Shillong, and both of them have the same package. Now remember, there is only one guy who made it to 10 lakhs, and the average package of Pumba would be around about 5 to 6 lakhs. Okay, close by, I think not 6 lakhs, below that. Now, industry is aware about this. Maybe A, who's the only guy who got 10 lakh, maybe he's a topper or whatever. Maybe he's got a good profile, by the way. But that's not works in the industry. So when you are circulating your resume in the open market for a job application, like for getting a job, what matters is the most that the companies will be looking at your brand. Okay. Now, if I have to give 30% increment on 12 lakh salary to Pumba, why not I give 30% increment to a guy from I am Shillong and take him on board? Because Shillong is anytime better brand than Pumba. And again, try and understand, whenever companies are publishing their reports, or whenever company goes for a client acquisition, they always boast of we having people from IIM, we having people from SPs and NIITs, we having people from the NITs, the IITs. So they want to have their portfolio, which is a pretty good folio. So they want to have a good portfolio, right? Because of which they get customers in the market. So that's how they kind of brand themselves, or that's how they kind of market themselves. And that's the reason people or other companies will be hiring somebody from I am Shillong. And that's where the main problem comes into picture, is that when you are from a college which is not a branded college, or which is below top 25, you may be a top package getter, but eventually you are gonna get screwed for sure, because for the fact you are earning 12 lakh and companies know, industries know that 12 lakh is a little higher for the person coming from Pumba, you will not be selected, because in the open job market, there are so many people chasing for one job, and they are from IIMs, they are from SPJN, KJ Somaya, JB, Sydenham, Wellinger, Pumba, and that's where the actual bifurcation, that's where actual differentiation happens. And that's the reason when a Pumba guy gets into the market, what happens is that, again guys, this is very subjective that I'm talking about, okay? I'm giving a disclaimer right now. I'm not demeaning any college. I'm just telling you ceteris paribus, like the way we talk about in economics, like other things being equal. If I only look at the from a company perspective and a brand perspective, this is going to happen for sure. So Pumba is a good college, no doubt about that. But try and understand, when you compare Pumba with I am Shillong, definitely Shillong stands a better place than Pumba in the market, by the way, and in the industry also. Now, so what happens is basically, so the guy being very good, right? There's nothing wrong with the student. The students are pretty good. Every college has a good student, but it's just the industry, the way they perceive you guys, okay? Pretty brand, centric, by the way. So this guy who's coming from Pumba, who's at 12 lakh, will not be get selected. Now, for the fact this guy is overpaid according to the industry. And when you are overpaid, what you have to do is, then you have two options. One option that goes vertical, which is in-house growth. So yeah, stay in the same company, perform very well, lick your boss, get into the dirty politics, grow the ladder up eventually. Otherwise, you grow horizontal. Means, and this is very bad. So what you do here is, for a year or maybe for a 6 month, the number, the package, money sounds really good. It gives you that kind of a satisfaction, but not after 6 months, not after 1 year, not after two years. I can bet my life, I can show you a lot of people who are making good money, but at the end, what matters is profile. It doesn't matter how much you're being paid for or how much you are paid. It doesn't matter how much money you're getting into the account, but what matters is for those 8 to 10 hours every day, what you do, and whatever you do, does that make a difference to the performance of the company? And if it does not, you will not enjoy your job, you will not enjoy that profile, and eventually you will not be money minded the way you were when you were in the Bschool. Now what you are looking for a profile, because profile will get you next 40 years. You will enjoy your next 40 years of working with a good profile and not with the good money. Yeah, understand, money is there, it's a part, no doubt about that. But have you ever heard any AVP or any VP or any regional manager being paid like peanuts, like 6 to 7 lakhs? No. So when you have a good profile or a solid profile, you're gonna get a solid package, that's for sure. Right? These things are they go hand in hand. Now, the problem is this guy has only two options. Either grow vertically or to get a good profile without worrying about money, he has to take a cut on his salary. This is the brutal reality of the market nowadays, which you guys are not aware about. So try and to understand this. Rather than doing MBA for 2 years from any Tom, Dick and Harry college, getting a top package of that company from that Bschool, getting into a top company with a top college, and screwing yourself for the next 30-40 years, it's better get into a branded college right now. Maybe if you are getting little low paid, eventually your package, your designation, your profile will go up, and you would love what you are doing in the company. Fine. I can give you so many examples. Wherein people from KJ, people from Sydenham, people from IAMS, people from Pumba, people from Wellinger, they eventually had to take a cut on their salary because they were not happy with the profile. Let's talk about the companies like ICICI Bank, okay, ICICI Bank, HDFC Bank, Citibank, MBA Marketing, MBA Finance. Now when ICICI Bank comes onto the campus, like Sydenham and KJ, they pay around about 13 to 14 lakhs. Okay, but they come up with the plethora of profiles which is not disclosed earlier. So you will be getting into credit management, you'll be getting into wealth management, you'll be getting into retail banking, wholesale banking and all are not given for these colleges. It's only the high-end colleges. So what you do is like you look at the figure, oh my god, 14 lakhs, great, let me apply. You apply, you get selected, and then the companies put you into this domain. And what if you get into the wealth management? I have seen people making money 14 to 15 lakhs in wealth management, targets, marketing. They get so screwed up that after 1 or 2 years, they want to jump. They want to switch the company by taking a cut on their salary. Then they join some other company wherein they get a good profile on a package of 9 lakhs or 8 lakhs or whatever, like whatever thing that they get. But they want good profile. They want to spend those 9 to 10 hours on a daily basis peacefully, where their existence matters and they can see the growth. Simple. In a company like ICICI Bank, if you're from KG Somaya, on a level of assistant manager 1, you will make around about 12 lakhs for sure. But what if you get into the wealth management? What you're going to do? Eventually you're going to go ahead and take a cut on your salary, and you will be shifting for a good profile. Right? So try and understand, do not aim low. Try to aim for the branded Bschool. These things looks pretty easy. Get into a small college, any Tom, Dick and Harry college, make 14 lakhs, 15 lakhs. There are brochures. Yeah, the colleges are making these brochures. They're putting the figures that, this is the highest package, that is the highest package. But don't go for all these things, don't fall for these things. So the only thing that matters in the end is that a branded college, a fucking good brand in India where you want to do your MBA from. And the success is guaranteed, that's for sure. Okay, so guys, try and think seriously about it. Okay, and try to work towards your exams like CAT, ZAT, MAT, and MAT, whatever. But the only thing is that aim for a top Bschool in country. Now, what happens in the worst case, if you're not able to get into top Bschool, at least the low level Bschools, or say, B graded or C graded Bschools are always going to be there. So you will always go there. That's not a problem. But try to aim for a top Bschool. Okay, that's what I wanted to speak to you guys. And if you want, you can kind of cross verify the facts. You can speak to alumnus from these colleges and just tell them that is this the reality that you take a cut on your salary to get into a good profile? The answer will be yes, that's for sure. Alright guys, thank you so much for your time, and for the more videos on CAT preparation and strategy, you can kind of if you have any doubts, you can drop me a message on my Facebook page, and do subscribe to my channel for more videos like this. So much for your time guys. Thank you so much.